I have made the mistake, the critical mistake
Assurance. Today is the day.
of updating OBS, and now everything is broken. Let me see if this works. That works. Okay. Does this work? That works. Okay, I can turn Winamp on. We need some music because I don't have a game today. Anyway, that's a bummer. Who cares? Hello. I need to open one little file. I hope you are doing well today. I have had like a bizarrely huge week. And the bizarrely huge week came paired with there not being a couple of streams, but like so much shit has happened, and I guess we have 3 hours for me to talk about that. The music is working, right? Yes. Okay. So the music is working. I think the touch portal. There's something in OBS. Automatic scene switcher? Something messed with my automatic scene switcher. That's what's going on. I need to write that in my to-do list real quick. That's not my to-do list. What's the Google to-do stuff? Note? Keep. Thing off with automatic scene switcher. Welcome to Tuesday. I hope you're all well. Something. I hope you're something. I think. The automatic scene switcher is completely broken. Is that even what I'm using? Automatic scene switcher? Isn't it something else? This is what I hate about OBS. Like, you do what is supposed to be a completely innocent update that just adds a couple of things, and like all the plugins fucking break. It is not professional software. Let me just add that to the notes. Anyway, that means today's BOBSTREAM is going to be a little more manual. Hello. That was stressful. That was stressful in a way that wasn't supposed to be. Welcome, Red. Welcome, Jujo. I hope you're well. Today we are looking at Foster's Hollywood. Which is apparently some kind of American-themed Spanish fast food joint. And in here, we have two grimy, stinky, crusty, dirty, filthy, and broken DualShock 3 controllers. But, what matters is they are authentic. PlayStation controllers, especially 3 and 4, maybe even 5 now, notorious for counterfeits. And at least with the PlayStation 3, Sony made it really annoying to use any controller that isn't their official DualShock controller. Like, not all games work. What more do you need to say? Like, I have hacked my PS3 to be able to take Xbox controllers, which is cool, but I can't get full functionality out of them. So I went on the search for one, authentic OEM DualShock 3s that 2 work, and 3 are cheap. I paid €5 for these together. With the risk that, you know, at least that fit one of my criteria, but the risk was they didn't work, or they're not authentic. I have confirmed that they are authentic. I've opened them up and I looked inside, and they look authentic on the inside. The counterfeits are really... They look really good on the outside, at least on like internet listings. You won't be able to tell. People get tricked by their packaging still. But also, I went on this whole journey to acquire a couple of mini USB cables to actually like charge them and shit and connect them, because I had one really crappy low quality cable and that wasn't doing the trick. Anyway, they're real. They just don't work. One of them does a typical DualShock 3 thing where the inputs are all random. It frazzes out. And the other one is not giving me any input at all, but it does light up. So, I'm gonna put on the old surgical gloves. Because, besides the servicing, they're gonna need a deep clean. They're gonna need a truly deep clean. You can still kind of see my nails through them. Don't worry. Don't worry, everybody. I have a little pail of water here. I got screwdrivers. Let me show you my tools. Let me show you my tools. We have cotton swabs, toothpicks, craft knife, screwdriver, more screwdrivers, a little plastic spudger thing. This is from the Gundams. Medical grade alcohol wipes, because I don't have like a bottle of isopropyl alcohol. Tweezers. Whatever this would be called in English. An old toothbrush. Don't brush your teeth with this. Some tape. And in case we need it, a multimeter. And in case we really need it, pliers would be a good term, yes. In case we really need it, I also have my soldering iron out. So let's start taking them apart and giving them a good bath. Yes, because look at this. Look, there's like hair all over the sticks. There's it's hard to tell with this lighting. Somebody didn't make better lighting. There's grime in all the creases, skin, and dirt and muck. And these are not hygienic. One of them has part of a label still. Actually, it has all of the label. It just has like a warranty sticker on top of that somebody who serviced it did. The other one doesn't have a label at all. But they do both register as authentic. Let's just start. Let's just get started. Does this screwdriver, is this one okay? Is this a little too big? This one's too big. I got this. This is an excellent, it's the best screwdriver I've ever had. Just a normal Phillips head. We got this with an air conditioner. I don't know how that works either. Let's just do the biggest one. This little set of like precision screwdrivers I got 20 years ago in a store. The Winamp is broken. Thank you. We're gonna bump the volume up on Winamp. So these are not the easiest to take apart. You got 5 screws, and then they do kind of fall apart. But like the trigger buttons are annoying to put back in. Actually, when I opened them up to just double check them, I had more trouble with the regular trigger buttons and not the analog triggers. But that's a whole story. Who wants to hear stories on a stream? Need a place to keep these screws. Pro tip: just dump them right there. So the goal is, of course, to end the stream with 2 clean and functional DualShock 3 controllers, so that I can finally install my PlayStation 3 downstairs under the TV next to the 360. Come on now.
Exclamation. One__ has resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 28 months.
That's a lot of months.
Haven't you got any bigger screwdrivers?
Those are for personal use only. Those are not allowed to be shown on stream. It's against both Twitch and YouTube terms of service. IUN. This one is whatever. Let it be captive. I'll get it out later when I open it up. I'm expecting a lot of annoyance. I'm expecting at least a couple of springs flying away, being lost forever. Screws maybe also, a little part. Hopefully by the end I have at least one functioning controller. Oh yeah, there's hair in here. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Anyway, trust me, there's hair in there. It's gross. Let's get the other screws out. Ew. 1, 2. Got it? Yeah. 5 screws. They're all the same length? Yes, so this is the bottom piece. These are the triggers. Here's the battery. I don't know how well the battery holds a charge. It is possible that they might need, probably likely when I think about it, that they might need replacing too, but I didn't want to buy any until I was sure that they would be working naturally. Trigger buttons. I love how dirty the gloves are already. Really wise of me to put them on. Oh, there's supposed to... Yeah, there's one more screw here. Here's a little PCB screw. I remembered. I watched other people take these things apart. Because I've tried going in blind with these kinds of things before, and that leads to heartache. Ooh, not this. Oh, not this, please. Thank you. You're in trouble. Right. Hold on. Before I do anything else. It's this little plastic thing that holds in the buttons is like clipped in here. And who knows how brittle any of this plastic is at this point, right? One out. No, you pull one out, push the other one back in. Come on. Come on. Hey, Steve! What video card am I saving up for? I mean, anything is an improvement. I've been running on a 1050 Ti for a solid decade now. But one problem I have is my power supply isn't huge. It's 450 watts. I'm kind of limited by that. If I could really afford it, I'd probably get a power supply upgrade too. Hey, Graceless. You know what they say, hack the planet. I mean, we'll see what those new 50 series cards of Nvidia's are, but they're all overpriced. AMD might be releasing kind of interesting new cards, but it's like still waiting on them. If somebody gave me a 4070 right now, I would not be unhappy. You know what I mean? Ah, we got her out. All right. So this plastic we're not gonna wash, but I might give it a wipe. But the sticks do have to get out. The sticks are probably the grossest part of the whole thing. I don't know if you've ever seen the inside of what an analog stick really looks like, but when you hit the clicky button, there's literally just a tiny little micro switch there that a little lever pushes on. Isn't that interesting? AI cards, I don't really give a shit about AI. No. I mean, the thing is too, I'm running on a pretty old, not pretty old. My monitor is like ultra wide, but still 1080. What is it? 2550 by 1080, 2560 by 1080. So it's not like I'd be really making use of upscaling and that kind of stuff anyway. I like stick buttons. I do like stick buttons, but for auxiliary things, you know? Very small kind of things. What is... This is the pivot. This is the pivot for the D-pad, but I don't know how that actually goes in. I don't think it matters. Ugh. There we go, there's the buttons. I believe I've seen someone I wouldn't say I have that problem, Grace, but if you do, you do, you know? I'm not gonna say that it's not a problem if you're having a problem with it. No, let's leave the LED pipes in there. Okay, so that's one. I have such a small working surface. Put some rubber here, we got buttons, we got everything. I'm very serious about cleaning these. We got soap. I'm just gonna let them soak for a bit while I disassemble the other one. Yeah, this is a Vinted haul. 5 entire euros for both of them. Which even for broken, authentic DualShock 3s is a steal. That's the thing too. Proof that a DS3 controller is authentic online is very difficult to find. Because they look, the counterfeits look so good on the outside. There's no way to tell. Until it's already too late. But I had a feeling. One, it was cheap, so it was worth the risk, right? $5 is nothing, even for me. But I had a feeling that because they were so old and grimy, that... Is this one missing a screw? No. And the seller was... see you later, Steve. Have a good night. The seller was someone who was otherwise selling clothes. That's always where you get the best deals on Vinted. Is someone who doesn't know what they're selling. Doesn't try to price gouge. Gouge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, this one does have a crack, but I don't give a shit if it works. Steve is on YouTube. Grace, is the chat not working? The chat is also not working. Sorry, everything in OBS is broken. So I realized this like literally 2 minutes before going live. When I hit go live on my touch portal and nothing happened. And I started sweating. This one's a little stickier. Ugh. Oh, come on. I opened you before, haven't I? See, this is supposed to be like a really fun, chill stream. I have like a bunch of shit that's happened over the last week that I haven't even been able to talk about yet. And instead I'm freaking out because OBS... I decided to update OBS against my better judgment. I think the best thing to do is to never ever update OBS for any reason. Ugh. Just a pro streamer tip. Never update OBS for any reason. Okay, that's the same revision motherboard, so I'm assuming that everything else is the same also. That I don't have to worry about parts not being interchangeable. Come on. Come on out. Come on out, you little fucker. I mean, in the end, I'm not like cataloging these, so it's the two controllers that are gonna come out of the bath are gonna be two different controllers. They're gonna be Frankenstein together. All this hair. Like, you see that? I hope that's finger hair and not something else. Not head hair. Gross. Beard hair. Yeah, you're out. Yeah, you're stuck. So I know what I'm doing tomorrow morning. I'm fixing OBS. I've been trying to work on a new website. I'm trying to make a new website. Hey, not very far, but that's on pause now while I spend hours trying to fix OBS. Oh, I'm so happy I'm wearing gloves. What you been playing, Grace? What's been on your list? I've been have given up on Star Trucker. Until, what did I do to my tweezers? Oh no. These are my Gundam tweezers. I've given up on Star Trucker until they implement allowing to change difficulty settings mid save. I made it too easy for myself and now it's no fun. Mostly your own game, huh? So you're having a good time. Are you stuck? Are you like actually like... Ah, I forgot the other screw. It's my own fault. My own fault. Now you're stuck in there again. Where's the other one over there? Ugh. This is hilarious. This it's like they didn't have room on the PCB for this part, so they made an extra little sticky outy PCB. Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'll put you over there. Empty you out completely. See, you don't have... This one doesn't have a separate little pivot point, so they're not exactly the same. Or this one has its own integrated pivot. So I need to keep that in mind. They're probably exactly the same otherwise. Alright, here we go. Let's make some room. Agitated a little bit. I need a place to drive it. How many times have you watched Bob brush PlayStation controller? Hey! I accidentally got the other square button at the same time. Amazing! This is that weird pivot point. That belongs to the D-pad that doesn't have the pivot point. Really get in those grooves. You know what? Actually, I need to not have my glasses on for this. Don't forget that your glasses are right there. Please. Oh! Oh! Look at that brown! I could have gotten new sticks. Some of this is maybe the rubber melting. But a lot of it is just the skin of another human being. Usually the rubber itself feels okay. With all this advanced computer technology 2025, you still have to cut sounds at a zero crossing to avoid clicks and pops. There's a lot of shit that still feels extremely primitive. OBS is one of those. Yeah, but Grace, think about how many solvable problems there are in society. So are the R1? Oh, this one has gunk in it. Yeah, that's why I'm streaming this, Grace. That's why I'm streaming this. I got the gunk out of the one. Successfully, I got the gunk out of the one. Okay, let me bring up my list of stuff that happened. I had found, accidentally, I believe, my old Nintendo DS charger, and because it's an American charger, because I bought it when I was on Aruba. That included like the what would you call it? The voltage converter, step down converter. Was it step down? It goes from 110 to 220. No, it goes from 220 to 110. Yes, it would be a step down converter. And I was able to. The battery still holds charge, so I was able to turn it on. It still had the date correct. The time was off by an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm guessing the hour is due to daylight savings time. I did use it here, of course. That's why I had a converter. And I'm supposing the 20 minutes is 15 years of drift on the crystal, so that was impressive. I have one DS game and one Game Boy Advance game accessible. The DS game was WarioWare Touched, which still had its save game that hasn't been touched in like 15 years. I thought was kind of cool. And the other was GT Advance, like a little simulator racing game for the Game Boy Advance. But I put a lot of hours in that baby. Did not have it saved game though. That was cute. That was a fun little stroll down memory lane. That was that story. That's all I have to say. If anyone has any feelings about the original Nintendo DS, that this one is also full of dirt, that I still kind of like the look of, even though the DS Lite is obviously a superior design. This toothpick is a split, but useful for getting gunk out. A nice warm soft backlight. Yeah, I like it. I like its D-pad a lot. It has like an interesting shaped and nicely clicky D-pad. And I know the DS Lite D-pad has that same design language as the Wii. Or, you know, it looks nice, stylistic. I kind of like that kind of shallow but solid, nicely shaped clicky D-pad on the DS Fan. What else did I have on that thing? I think I still have somewhere in storage. Not here amongst the collection. I have, oh, these are different too. These two. I have, what's it called? Kirby? The Kirby where you're drawing shit. Kirby's Drawing Shit Adventure. The American copy. I think it has a different name in Europe. That one was fun. And I think I had Mario 64 by 4. What a weird game that was. The charge port is busted. Well, you just need to get out your soldering iron and get cracking. And unbust that charge port. So you can play Super Mario 64 by 4. Saw a woman with a pink scarf playing on a red DS Lite on the train. That feels like that's a commercial, isn't it? You were just watching a real-life commercial for the Nintendo DS. You remember that the catchphrase, the slogan for the Nintendo DS actually was "touching is good"? Bizarre. And even little kids are playing DS in public anymore. No, they're on their phone playing garbage. What phones are for, not garbage. I have never seen a Steam Deck in the wild. But then again, I'm not out that much, right? Only nerd I see is the one in the mirror. Oh, found a button. Oh, don't lose the spring. I don't know how captive the spring is. Get all the little parts, but it's getting hard. There you go. You get caught up in here. I have one more shoulder button. Give it a good brushy. I forgot to put you inside. You're still supposed to be soaking, buddy. With all the foam, it's a little bit of a surprise grab bag. Here we go. And then I went back. To the place of my birth, the origin of Bob. And I picked up part 2 of the Atari Hall. Printers, multiple cassette decks, 3 entire number pads, a billion floppy disks, and even more magazines. Some of the magazines are actually really interesting, and books and binders. A whole lot to sort through. Oh, and I don't know if you've seen it, Grace. Let me see if I can show it off easily right here, right now. A CRT TV. Oh shit, my glasses. I knew I was gonna forget those. A Sony Trinitron. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and even though it's small, it takes up a lot of room. And I kind of want to put it back there so it can appear in the background of the stream. But I don't quite. I need to do a whole lot of reorganizing. Hey, if you're watching the VOD of this on YouTube or something and you're wondering who I'm talking to, I'm talking to Twitch chat, which normally is supposed to show up like right here where the toothbrush is, and it's not because OBS updated and broke everything. I'm sorry about that. Whoops. Please mail your local representative and tell them that OBS should stop breaking things. Let me see if I can fix the chat. Let me see if I can fix the chat. That's like an essential part. Video mode. Overlay. Chat. I believe that's something in StreamerBot also. No idea how any of it works. Chat. Are you connected? Lumia Stream OBS. StreamerBot. Chat.html. BOBSTREAM. Something. Yeah, that shows up. So that shows up. So local file. It is a local file. Control A. No, it's not local file. Shutdown source when not visible. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to completely rebuild the stream to make everything work, which is only mildly terrifying. But not as terrifying as how gross this stick is. Ugh. I'm kind of happy that the suds is covering up how dirty all of this really is. I have one more stick in there somewhere. I bought these gloves on a whim. It was a very good idea, it turns out. What are you? What are you? X. I got a couple more buttons in there. There's one floating. Can I use my... Can I hit buttons with this? You can. Yes button, bane of my existence. Oh, this stick is so dirty. I'm gonna leave that for later. Why? Why are these gloves becoming all empty condom-y? That doesn't make for good television at all. What's going on here? What's this? Get on there. Come on, you little thing. That's one of these. These are the shoulder button controller thingies. What am I missing? I'm missing a stick. This one is still dirty. If it dried, there's still dirt there to be cleaned. Scrub you. Thanks, Grace. Ah, there's a little hair here. This is supposed to be the clean part. There's one more stick. One more stick? What are you? A screw? That makes no sense. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's try to think about it. I think I got all the buttons. Ah, so gross. This toothbrush is this toothbrush did something very naughty in a previous life to deserve this. Oh, I gotta really get in there. No, I gotta really get in there. What the hell? I think that's it. Hold on. Let's double check that we got everything. Okay. We got 4 sticks. Yeah. We got 2 button membranes, 2 D-pad membranes, 4 shoulder button membranes. We got 2 D-pads. We got 2 X buttons. We're missing a square button, I believe. We got 4 shoulder buttons, 4 shoulder triggers. Start and select. Yeah. Oh no! We got the square button right here. So that is everything. I'm gonna let that dry. I'm gonna have to find another place to dry. No, I'm gonna manually. These I need to get into the crevices and shit. Get all on the insides. I'm really kind of interested in going and taking a look at the Atari magazines. Hey Noya, got Atari to see what he thinks of the little pieces. He would just kind of smell them a little bit and then move on. He'd be like, these aren't edible. I'm not interested. Yeah, drops aren't working either? Oh, they are. Okay. That's good. But why the hell is the chat not working? How are you doing today, Noya? I hope you are well. Noya tired. Noya work hard. Noya sleep hard. Noya was probably up at 3 a.m. Is that right, Noya? Am I wrong? Noya might have been up at 3 a.m. Uh-huh. You're too old for that, Noya. Sorry. You're basically 50. Just like me. I haven't been up at 3 a.m. since the 2010s. Except maybe, unless you include like jet lag or something, but you shouldn't. I'm still wondering how to fix chat. So annoyed by chat not working. That's the one thing. The other things that aren't working, I can kind of do manually. I don't even bother anymore. I think I tried to do, like, when I did a Ludum Dare like 10 years ago. Anxiety, fair enough. Speaking of anxiety, so those of you who have been lucky enough to visit Leiden might be aware that it has some fantastic museums. Right, Noya can attest to this, having seen an Egyptian temple just in the lobby of some building on a canal. One of these museums is the Naturalis Biodiversity Center. It's a giant natural history museum. Has dinosaurs, has fossils, has just a shitload of stuffed animals. Not also plushies, but like, I mean, taxidermied animals. Aminals? Aminals. And one thing they've been doing recently is have occasional low stimuli nights with no children. Limited tickets. And we went last Thursday? The Thursday? I don't remember. Yeah, because I didn't stream. It was Thursday. What a concept. And it was awesome. It still felt like it went really fast. You still kind of feel like you're rushing through, but there's no screaming. There's no children in front of the dinosaurs. They had a new exhibit of an entire herd of Stegosaurus that they had discovered in Montana or some shit. 5 of them. An incredible sight. Beautiful. A lot of fun. So, like, any museum you see, like, because the thing is, especially they renovated it fairly recently, like just before COVID. Completely built a new building, it's huge, made it gigantic, etc. But they kind of really targeted it towards children, which is great for the children. If I was a kid and I got to go to a museum like that, I'd be in heaven. But for me, Grandpa, no. And there's like no moment where you're free of them, you know? Except now. And I wish they did it more regularly. Oh no! I dunked. And now my desk mat is all wet. Well, that was always a possibility, wasn't it? I'm probably gonna give these a wipe with the alcohol wipes anyway. It's a final clean. Not a string, that's like a piece of straw. Alright. Anyway, blessed be any museum that has any kind of low stimuli night. Has child-free times. Lets you wander around. Wonderful.
Exclamation. Yain Rain has resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 30 months. BTW.
Thank you, Noya. See, that's not supposed to be like that, but we can live with it. I might need to glue. There's a little bit more of it that's loose here. See that? I need to give that a little bit of a glue. Glue it up a little bit. As you can see, the water is extremely dirty and gross. Especially prominent. All these little stringy bits you see. Wait, I can zoom in. I can zoom in. You see all of that stuff? That's the dirt from like in between the crevices.
That ain't right.
Yeah. I don't think there's any more buttons in there. So these controllers are at least clean, at least part of them. Because we're not done. We're not done. We still have this. And still like hairs. Stuck in the motor grease. Ugh. I'd like to do... I don't think I could fit it all in one stream, but I'd like to do a similar stream for the Ataris. The one that works. They're both gross. I don't choose the music, Grace. It's just that's Winamp random for you. I don't choose the music, but I'd like to the one Atari that I have that is working right has at least one key on the keyboard that is sticky. Which is gross. They're both gross. All the keys need to be cleaned. They have like 35 years of dust on them, you know. Europe only, not trash. Does this mean don't throw it in the trash just in Europe? But if you're anywhere else, go ahead. Exactly what that means. Okay. The gloves are off. My hands are all sweaty. I'm gonna let everything dry and try to figure out why my chat isn't working. How does that feel? Overlays URL. Content. No. Overlays. Chat is off right now. Chat. Hey! I fixed it. I am a genius. So that's one thing that's fixed. Okay. So, one problem with these things is one, I'm just gonna rub them all down. Rub them down good. Quite dusty and gross still. Maybe should have kept my gloves on for this. Why is like the video quality so shit tonight? I don't know. I don't care. Too much is happening. Speaking of too much happening, I released a new video. And it didn't do great. But I'm happy with it regardless. And there's going to be more regardless. So, one thing with these is the way the controller communicates button presses to the PCB is through this membrane, and the membrane connects to the PCB just through this, and it gets pushed by like a little piece of foam, and that piece of foam becomes less pushy over time. I guess it becomes flat. Is the secret downvoting costing you algorithm points? I don't know. One thing that happened, this is a little behind the scenes thing. Some of you were here for this. I uploaded the video, had it set to premiere, was premiering it, thought everything was fine, and then someone in the chat points out, what's with the audio? And I'm like, what do you mean? It's only coming from one side. Turns out that the dialogue was only coming in through the left ear. Turns out, for months now, I had my Windows set to mono, and I hadn't picked this up. And I don't know why this in particular had it set to only be on one side. I don't know what I did in the recording process to make that happen. But then I had to like basically private that video, quickly re-render one with the audio proper, and then I had to repost it. So that could be one reason why it did not do so good. Potentially, possibly. No way to tell, really. So I got screwed by my own incompetence. What can you do? I was really hoping this one would be a hit. I've been hyping up that controller for so long. Maybe it'll still pick up later, you know, I don't know. No way to tell. I am like cutting out a piece of tape. Is that what I'm doing? The point is to just make this just a little bit more thicker and rigid. So that it pushes down the membrane better. But you know, I'm still up like about 100 subscribers. Give these one last little up down. Inspecting the solder points. If I know what I'm doing. Is the DualShock 3 still analog? Like, is every button analog, just like the DualShock 2? Kind of looks like it. No problem. I need something a little more chill, actually. Where did Winamp go? Oh, this is the chillest. Still here. Yeah, they're still here. Gross. Oh, this one still has glue on it. And hair! Well, now it's gonna have some of my hair. Ugh. Ugh. How far in are we? A little over an hour. That's not bad. Assuming I can get everything to dry on time. Well, let's hope that works. Wondering if maybe the double-sided tape is a bad idea. We can test. Right? We can test it before we put it in. Pad tester. You're still wet. Imagine that, a city where no one lets you down. The lights are blinking. Come on, you stupid. I think this one is just broken because doesn't want to register any inputs. Okay, let's just assume this is the broken one for now. I don't know what about it would be or is broken. You live in a city, Noya, is it true? Why did I close you? It's supposed to work without battery, right? Let's plug the batteries in anyway, just in case. Is it possible that I just wasted my time? Nah. That would be crazy. I just don't understand why it, like... It picks up that the controller is a PlayStation 3 controller, so why isn't it not even detecting the stick inputs at all? This is supposed to be easier, you know. It's supposed to just work. Yeah, I don't think the batteries are holding a charge at all. Which is a whole other thing. I need to go get some... I need to go get another towel or something to properly dry off all these buttons, so I'll be right back. Careful, be careful. I'm back. Nothing can ever work out without issue. Always has to be issue. Always got to be some bullshit. Gotta get everything as dry as possible. Especially these membranes are annoying. Hey Jazz, I have had to fix joystick drift. Replacing the stick in a Joy-Con is not fun. I can say that. It's much simpler than this, but I did not have a good time, and it didn't work. This was before the Hall effect replacements, which I haven't heard great things about either. So here we are. At least it wasn't a Switch Lite, I guess. Hope, did they confirm Hall effect sticks in the Switch 2? They confirmed anything? But the Switch Pro controller is at least like a normal. Oh, I had a DualShock 4 that I got from my brother because it was broken. It was drifting, I guess. I don't know. I replaced the stick on that. Do you know how tedious it is? It had a lot more contact points than this little thing. How tedious it is to desolder a little analog stick. And it didn't fix it. Maybe I didn't solder it in right. I don't know. But the new stick, which was just some cheap Chinese thing, right? Did not do any better. And I cried. At least I didn't have to pay for that one. $20-year-old GameCube controller around. Even that one doesn't have drift. No. The Dreamcast controller just has Hall effect sensors. It's such a simple mechanism too. It's literally just a half a ball on a spring and a couple of magnets. Beautiful, elegant. But I guess not cheap enough. And I'm annoyed because I'm afraid that these controllers are still not going to work anyway.
I don't understand. What do you want?
I feel like there's probably still something I can do, but I don't know. I don't know what. At least I'll be clean. I'll have clean broken DualShock 3s that I paid barely anything for. They are made like shit. Even Nintendo stuff is made like shit. That's when you know capitalism has truly failed. The second the corporate world took over Nintendo, it's the second you knew they're fucked. Maybe. Just waiting for Microsoft to buy them now. That's not gonna happen. They're still number one somehow. They still make really good games. Oh god, how do we even dry all of this? But if Disney buys them. I don't think Disney could afford them. The problem is no one's gonna buy them when they're at the height of their power, right? If they somehow screwed up so bad that they actually ran the business into the ground, then someone would buy them for a relatively cheap price. But that would also be more likely to be Sony, because it's another Japanese company. I mean, I could order parts for these, potentially. New membranes? I can, before I put them together, I can test the membranes with my multimeter, potentially. Everything else is just solid state, right? It's just the connections and the moving parts that are the problem. I don't even know if the rumble motors work, but I also don't really give a shit. I've seen videos about like talking about the original 6-axis being like unwanted. Oh! Okay, this rubber is melting. If I can get them to work... This really sticky. New sticks. New membranes. New batteries. But I still don't know if they work. Let's test.
Exclamation. Shafik Alalamov has resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 5 months. Hello? I am here and I am covered in cats.
Hey, Shafik. Say hello to the cats for me, please. How do you even... Shall I remove the membrane entirely? Can we do a diagnostic on the membrane? But it's not just the membrane, though, is it? Because... Let's not bother. Let's assume the membrane is good. Because I don't have all night. Let's assume the membrane is good. Why are the sticks also not working? I'm convinced that the Switch is going to be my last video game console. I'm so sick of modern Nintendo being so business driven. All they care for now is to make investors happy with the end. All they want is our money. Yeah. May I introduce you to the world of indie games, full of innovative and interesting people who are doing cool stuff at a much more affordable price, who are more worthy of your income. I'm not spotting anything obviously broken. I think let's put it together and just see what happens. I think that's what I want to do. A little wet. Still dirt in here. What is this? Oh no. Oh no, I thought I cleaned you. Oh, there's even hair in there still. Ugh. More worthy, more appreciative, exactly. That or, you know, piracy, also good. Okay, I'm gonna use another alcohol wipe. Just beyond disgusting. Ugh! What am I doing here? Big staring eyes and purrs. That's the cat language for I love you and I accept you. You are a worthy human being. This is okay. It's mostly okay. Like, I'm kind of in a... I kind of feel like this is all going to be a waste of time. I'm afraid that they're not even going to turn on. Well, they're going to turn on. They turn on, but that I'm just still not going to see anything. Hold on, I need to actually see what a PlayStation controller layout is. PlayStation controller. X is down here. Can't find it out without going through the process. Yes, but also I just want to not have to go through the process. Oh, they're keyed, so they don't go in any other way. Triangle is up. I remember this. Circle is the inner one. Is it? No, it's the outer one. Gonna slowly move to PC gaming, yeah. Yeah, PC gaming is... yeah. The thing about PC gaming is it's everything. Because you can just emulate whatever. I mean, I'm enjoying my collection of old stuff, but like... I got the Switch I got as a gift. It wasn't even, you know... wasn't a very conscious purchase. I haven't really been into console gaming otherwise. These are my first DualShock 3 controllers. Is this speed? No. And I kind of think about it like that with music too. There's like an infinite amount. There's already more games, and I'll cave the very moment a new Animal Crossing game comes out. That's okay. But there's more music than you could ever need to listen to, and the same is true for games. Okay, you're in. You're in. Yes. I need to put the sticks on. Actually, I'm kind of excited about the Switch 2, but only in the sense that with the increased power, it's actually potentially going to be what the original Switch was supposed to be in the first place. You know what I mean? I don't want to pay for it. Ugh. But yeah, remember when we were excited for new tech? Remember when every new phone was interesting and different? Remember when there was hope? Are you pushing down enough is the question. And I will not get an answer. Get the sticks through. Get in, you fuck. What's holding you back? Okay, and then there was the one screw under the battery. Right here. I don't even use the Switch online for any online gameplay. I use it a little bit for Burnout Paradise, but that was almost entirely just because I wanted to get achievements. The problem too with Nintendo games is that they are very expensive. See, I got the gamepad tester up, and it's not detecting it. But then when I get the Windows thingy, it detects it, but it's not detecting any single input. Not even the sticks. And this is very frustrating. That's a very nice friend. The screw isn't even in fully. Maybe that'll push it more. What is the point of a PlayStation 3? I swear to God. If I go to Steam input, I'll also get nothing. How does it detect it and yet not detect it and not detect any input? There's got to be something. It does that with both of them, as far as I can tell. Let's put the other one together half. Let's see how that goes. I was tempted to use the money on something else. That would be okay. I should have spent this money on something else. But here we are. This one is still so wet. Why are you still so wet? Stop being so wet. Dry up. If only I had a hot air gun, I could melt all of this to fit. I only played Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, believe it or not. I got gifted a Wii U. That was one of the only good games on it. Only games on it. Now it's hacked, but I don't actually. It's in a box. Because you know how it is. You spend a lot of time hacking a console, make it capable of anything, and then you don't want to play anything on it anymore.
Exclamation. Fluff Weasel has resubscribed to the BOBSTREAM and has been a subscriber for 23 months.
I agree with the whole of my heart. Thank you very much, Fluff. Turns out if you don't know the tracks too well, you will lose to someone that plays on easy mode. It happens. What else do I have to talk about in my little list? We talked about the Ataris. We barely talked about the Ataris, but that's fine. Not much else to say. Yeah, Mrs. Bob got a promotion today. That's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. That's kind of good and awesome. Beyond well deserved. Been waiting for it for a while, actually. I'm very, very glad for our controller money. There you go. You get it, Grace. You get it. That's what it's all about. So how the fuck do you work? Hard to believe we've been playing the same Mario Kart game for almost 11 years now. I mean, I've been playing Minecraft for longer, to be honest. You go in like this. Where's the membrane? How do you work? What is your purpose? There are dozens of Baba Bobs. Was a lot of Baba Bobs. This can't be it. It has to be like this. Ah, I get it now. I get it now. It's diagonal. What's up with these controllers? They were filthy. They are no longer filthy. They are now just kind of normal dirty. Now the question is, will they work? I mean, if you want to see it, Fluff, if you want to see the dirt and this whole grams of human skin that I've removed from these things, now you've seen it. Thankfully, I was wearing gloves the whole time. So game over work. Game over work. The problem is I'm still not getting them to work properly inside Windows. This is annoying the shit out of me. Thought the yellow font would mesh wonderfully with the piss water, said no one else before in history. But now it's been said. Oh, I'm missing a button. I'm missing a button! Stop it! Put it, take it out! Where is it? Where is the tiny piss button? Oh shit. Did we lose the tiny piss button? If anybody sees a piss button... There it is. It was hiding. My new 3DS is starting to develop the typical stickiness. Ooh. Everything is sticky. Everything is decomposing in front of our eyes. When I cleaned my desk a couple of weeks ago, I had my old phones in there, and one of them had like a soft touch rubber back that was melting. It was liquid. I just put it back in the box. I'm not gonna deal with that now. Not gonna deal with that shit now. Oh, there's still hair in here! Stop it! Not allowed. Why won't you click in properly? What is your problem now? What is going on here? You're kind of in? Is the D-pad still causing issue? Did I... Is this the wrong one? No way. Just got loose. Yeah, this looks fine. Let me tell you, this is from 15 years ago or whatever. This ain't so great either. The PlayStation 3 era, I feel, is when Sony just gave up. They put all that money into their funky-ass processor and none into anything else. Not into good games or proper controllers. No, now you're bothering... Can you please just go in? What she said. The mood? I am not in it. No, the hard plastic can also be a problem, because some of them turn brittle. Some of them turn to dust. Which is okay if you don't need to get to them. But like this kind of stuff can turn really brittle over time, and then just break if you service it, like I'm doing right now, so I'm being very careful. Get in there, you fucking... Thank you. Fuck with me, controller. I paid very little money for you. I will not hesitate to throw you into the trash. You know what? I don't feel confident that this is enough tape. Do not. I'm gonna put some more layers on it. What the hell's the tweezer? Right here. Right here. Brother recently bought a PS5 and gifted me his PS4 Pro. The controllers are in very good shape. The console itself looks plays like mint. But for how long? My problem is I overpaid for a really piece of shit PS3 that came without any accessories. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to just not buy a... It's not a good idea to buy a PS3 that doesn't come with the original controllers. I think I'll just say it like that. Cables is not a problem. I also had to replace the Blu-ray drive in it, so I actually paid way too much for it, all things considered. And I just want to have one functioning controller so I can put it under my TV and illegally download games onto the hard drive and then go like, ugh, Uncharted sucks. Is that too much to ask? Is it too thick now? Is that going to be a problem? Surely I can compress it a bit more. The original controller stick, the original N64 controller stick is just fine. I did not use it. I've never played it. I only used the D-pad. No! I saw you, membrane! You piece of fuck. Stay. Stay. Thank you. You're not fully in yet. Not fully seated. May have overdid it with the tape. We'll see. They're blinking. Not detecting. Not detecting. I just don't understand. my question is, I want the craft knife fall blade first onto my dick. If I take out the PS3, will it work on them? Why are my glasses all the way down here? This whole thing has been a disaster, by the way. Everything about this has been a complete disaster. I cleaned the dirt off of these dirty controllers, and nothing else has gone well. So ugly. I need this cable. I mean, I guess I'm getting content out of it. Although the first hour of the stream didn't have chat on screen. And OBS isn't working the way it's supposed to. Closing everything, Windows. This is the PS3, the piece of junk. Cable. It's so bad that, like, I need to, in order to actually get a cable in, I need to squeeze the case. It's missing all the screws that are supposed to go in this front part. And it's so bent and fucked. I had hoped to get like a white case replacement and then get a white DualShock 3 controller. I thought that would be cool. Maybe that will still happen in the future. Who knows? And also, I can put discs into it, but they won't eject unless I squeeze it properly either. It's all about the squeeze, you know? Let's see. Not desktop. Capture card. Turning on. We got a 1 LED.
Transaction.
Oh!
Red Tick Seed has enabled TV mode.
Oh! Red Tick Seed! It's working? Now do buttons work? Hen. Enable hen. Hen enabled. Okay. So, this one is working currently. I'll show you the games once CRT mode is over. So let's try this one. What did I do? I think it hit something. I'm gonna reset. Yeah, I don't like any PlayStation design, but they've only gotten worse with time. So the PS5 is disgusting. But what I don't get is why is it not working on the PC? That's annoying me. Also, I turned the PS3 off instead of resetting it. I need to have a projector for myself. No, this one's still causing trouble. All right, so it's a good thing that I didn't open it up yet. This one's still causing trouble. So we have one that appears to be working. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. And one that I need to put a little bit of extra tape on, I think. There goes the free cut thing.
Everything is so beautiful.
That's right, Shafiq. Especially my repair skills. Again, €5 for a single working DualShock 3 that is authentic and not a counterfeit is an incredible bargain. But for two, that's a hell of a deal. I'll still need to probably replace the batteries on them. And I want to go through and see if maybe the hack has a tester or something like. Jazz, I think there's like 17,000 controller revisions actually. I keep doing this. I keep forgetting there's a screw in here. Because even these two are exactly the same, except for a little mechanism in the D-pad and the color of one of the membranes. But their board revisions are exactly the same. I'm excited now. No, they all have motion controls. The original was not called DualShock 3. It was just called 6-axis. And they were highlighting the motion controls because they were having a lawsuit because it didn't have rumble. That's what it didn't have. Then later they settled that lawsuit. And they put the rumble back in. But they still read, if you look, it still says 6-axis, but then it also says DualShock 3. I would like to take you off, baby.
Cessation. Disabling TV mode.
I would like to take you off without breaking you. Please. Please, I don't want to take this whole thing out again. See you later, Grace. Thank you for hanging out as always. Hope you have a good night. There we go. Where's my tape? Where's basically what I'm doing is I'm just using this double-sided tape to stiffen up this little piece of foam. The little piece of foam is supposed to put pressure onto the membrane that connects to the PCB and relays the button presses. In fact, while we're here, I'm gonna give it another clean with the little alcohol wipes. See, this is the one that is sending inputs. It's just sending the not the wrong input. It's just sending constant glitchy inputs. And I suppose, worst case, I could probably potentially replace the membrane entirely. Look, a tiny piece of plastic just came off. I think from here. I don't think it matters, but again, my point. Not India Pale Ale. No, I prefer the alcohol myself. It's the only use of alcohol. The only alcohol in the house. A bunch of disinfectant wipes that I use for a lot more than just disinfecting. Come on, get in. We have some white wine vinegar. Does it have alcohol in it? I don't know. Get some real music, please. Let's bring back the old PIS 3. And enable the capture card. Hello? There you are. Ah! Okay. Oh! Oh! This stream has turned into something much nicer. So we can't dance yet. I still have to put them together completely, which is not trivial. And then we'll have to test all the buttons. And I am assuming that the batteries are completely shot for both of them. But it did what it was supposed to do. All right? It did what it was supposed to do. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. The thing is, you know, I haven't said this enough in my own lifetime. I am the greatest of all time. Ah, you fuck! I hate it when this piece comes loose. It's happened before. Good tweezers. There we go. I believe you go in like this. It does that deliberately just to fuck with me, yeah. It thinks it can get away with it. But it will not. I won't let it.
That's what I saw him. But still, something was missing. This was real, I knew. My mind was truly real. So smooth. So carefree. He was real, I thought. He could make me real. Can't hold me down. Can't hold me down. Can't hold me down. Can't hold me down.
He's identical. I think so. Getting these shoulder buttons in is horrible. There he is. You want a live cat cam? Hold on.
This was real.
Well, the night vision hasn't turned on, so you can't really see him very well, but
My days were changing.
there he is.
Excitements I didn't expect.
Live Artorias cam.
I never knew riding with you could be so much fun. Can't hold me down. Can't hold me down. Can't hold me down. Can't hold me down.
Shoulder button in. Shoulder button in. Not working. Hey, look, this is actually holding a charge. That's a shock. Okay. So these are not symmetrical. I need to actually take a look. They are exactly the same. Two gross ones, two normal ones. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the spring in there properly, you know? spring is on the inside. Stay. Stay. This tricky shit. Ah. So we got 5 screws. Actually, I think I'm going to use this smaller one. Isopropyl alcohol is very practical and versatile, from helping light a fire to cleaning to disinfecting. And it tastes delicious. What I would like to do one day, but it will require a much larger investment in tools and equipment, is mod my Xbox. Actually, if you were around here for an earlier stream, you know that I kind of blew up my Xbox. I need to replace the capacitors in them. But I also want to put a mod chip in it. Maybe replace the hard disk with an SSD, etc., etc., repaste it. And all of that requires money, money, money. One day. I mean, what I really want is, you know, a house where I can actually show everything off. Actually have like a nice room. One complete. Oh, I see you. Oh, I see you. You. Boom, boom, boom. I'd love to have the time to play Racing Lagoon again one day. Oh, time! You fickle fuck. Never enough of you. Time is as fickle as time is as fickle as this fucking membrane. Was that my scalp? Did I just give everyone a zoom in on my scalp? Oh my god, am I balding? Nah, that's just the what's that called? The part. Don't mix it with apple juice and give it to a homeless person. The secret of the druids related to whatever that game is that I got. Mystery of the Druids. I'm never going bald, by the way. I have Amazonian genetics. I'm not worried about that. Oh, you're talking about Mystery of the Druids. I remember Mystery of the Druids. I paid money for it a couple of days ago. I paid €1.10. Oh my god, this fucking... Come on already. I'm gonna tear you, aren't I? That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tear you, and this will all have been a waste of time. There we go. Here we go? Are we in? Still not sure. Yeah, I think we got it. Put you on there so it can never escape again. It escaped. It escaped. Come on. Come on. Who designed this? You want me to? You want me to send over some strong Amazonian genetics? Send them back in time? No. They're that powerful. The Amazon has mystical powers. That's where Spider-Man's power comes from. Didn't you know? How much time do we have left? We have a long 20 minutes left. I think we can do this. To think there was a part of me that thought I could get this all done within an hour. Every time I think that, I'm completely wrong. Get in there, you stupid piece of shit. Thank you. How big of a job is replacing the batteries? It's taking this out and then putting it back in. That's it, and they're available on the internet. Don't know if they're any good. Stupid easy. The worst part is when you open these up, these have a chance of flying off. That's really annoying. No soldering required, but I'm prepared to do the deed. I haven't had a need to solder anything in a while. I actually, if the finances work out, I'd like to do a couple of streams where I build a new keyboard also. But this baby has seen a lot of work. Deserves to retire. And I need a number row to play video games. I wasn't very good at soldering at first either, but there's like just a simple trick to it, and once you get it, I don't think it's very difficult at all, unless you're dealing with these kinds of super tiny little parts, you know. Okay, that's all the parts. I don't see any other parts. Nobody else is seeing any other parts here that should be here. There's just trash. Garbage. And another person's skin. It's dead. Don't worry. Where's the back cover? There it is. This one's also still holding a charge. Interesting. Well, it was more about having forgotten to put stuff in there. That was the fear. There are little pieces of plastic that are breaking off of it, but that's okay. It's a good. Here we go. Here we go. Underworld Tavern, baby. In your honest opinion, what's the best PlayStation controller? I haven't tried the new one, the PS5 one. But I hate everything up to the DualShock 4. Everything up to the PS4 controller I loathe. And I think it's shit. And I think it's a crime that the controller that looks and feels like this. This one's a little better, but like the previous ones, the PS2 and PS1, they don't feel like they're made for human hands. And I don't understand how it got so popular with a shit controller like that. Sage is cleaning himself and has one paw over his head. High five. Give him a high five for me. I don't like the shape. It was only with the. We good? Yeah, we good. Oh look, my. You can kind of see. Look, these are all like flakes of nail polish stuck to the rubber. I might have to like find little caps for them or something. For Nintendo, I think the Wii U Pro controller is the best. The only thing wrong with that one is there's no analog triggers. But I love the layout of the Wii U Pro controller, and I wish they went back to it. Alright, so this is the PS3. As you can tell, it's seen better days. It's missing a bunch of screws. This line is a giant crack. But it does have a new Blu-ray drive in it. I used to be a huge defender of the GameCube controller, and I still love its general shape. But like, its problems are actual problems. You know, the tiny D-pad and the lack of a second trigger and a select button. It doesn't work very good for modern games on a thingy. Okay. Let's try it. Battery's holding a charge. Does the PS3 have like a tester? Also, you can tell it's a genuine because moving motion control is affecting like the little sparkles in the background. The Switch Pro controller's D-pad isn't great, no. But I don't like the Xbox One controller's D-pad either. I tried playing Tetris Effect with that, and it was terrible. Printer accessory. Does like Taylor, no. I'm just wondering if there is a there's a controller tester. I might have to go into the hack thing. Enable hen. Then we go into MMCM, I believe. I just wonder if I can tell what the battery level is. Controlling Mario with the D-pad was a nightmare, yeah. I'm just checking if there's like a controller tester. Button assignment. TV overscan. Motion sensor. Dongle LEDs. File manager. Yeah, it's super easy. So this version of PS3 Slim, oh, What did I do? I have to activate the mod every time, so it's not full custom firmware. But who cares? Game settings, system settings. Quit the game. Basically now with the controller properly working, presumably, I can do anything with it. I just want to see if there's a... if there's like an app for me to test the controller, you know? I mean, it's working okay, but I don't know for sure. Jazz. Have you seen my latest YouTube video? I have plenty of ways to control a submersible. No, don't log out. I mean, let's try playing MotorStorm. I could not play this with the Xbox controller, because with the hack I can connect an Xbox controller to this too, but you can't play all games with it, which is really annoying. English. Play. There's no sound for some reason. That's a capture card thing. I'm not going to bother with it right now. Accelerate, reverse, change view, handbrake, action boost. I will say I'm not feeling any vibration working. The rumble isn't working. But everything else seems to be. Motion sensor. On. Motion sensor is also working. Yeah. This is super cool. Let's turn you off. Controller settings. Reassign controller. Vibration function off. So vibration isn't working, but I don't care about that. Controller setting. Reassign you to number 2. No, you're number 1. Are you not? Vibration isn't working on this one either. I have a feeling it's more of a setting thing that I can play with. Motion sensor adjust off. See, that's the thing. I have an Xbox 360 hooked up to my TV right now, but for that, I have to actually, you know, buy games. For this, I have some games that I bought. For sure. Definitely. There's games for the PS3 that I own. Legally. Yep. I can't say whether or not this is one of them. But yeah, I'm gonna hook this up to the TV downstairs and have me a good time. Wondering about the battery life, but that looks like a full battery, right? So I don't know what else there is to say about that. Maybe some nicer music. Oh, you can turn off specific controllers. Okay. Quit game. PS3 controller tester. I mean, Jazz, if I had my way, all games would look like PS2 games, but have, like, fucked up, amazing physics, you know? There's still a bunch of stuff installed. These are all demos, I think. You know what? I'm pretty damn happy. I'm pretty damn happy. The controllers are clean now, mostly. I mean, there's still some crevices and stuff, but they're not the gross ass grime that they used to be. Yeah, I'm gonna have me some fun. Utilities, save data utilities, game data. But I haven't really been able to explore the PS3, and now I'm gonna explore the hell out of it. Especially given that you weren't sure if they'd function at all. €5. €5. You know how hard it is to find OEM, official, authentic DualShock 3 controllers? Do you have any idea? Like, you pay extra prices and you don't even know, and then they're fucking counterfeits that won't work with everything and are cheap and shit. And then, so at CEX, to buy a DualShock 3, €38. And then at least you get a warranty and whatever. But this, I'm smart. I'm smart, I'm capable, I'm handy, I have tools.
Assurance. Today is the day.
Take your meds, Shafiq, if there's still time. But yeah, I feel really proud about this. This lady's got an ass on her, huh? Look at that tuchus. Happy drugging. Yeah, I feel really proud. I think I might still want to get replacement sticks, because these are very sticky. But again, for €5, booyah booyah. That's what we, on the Bob stream, call easy cheesy pancakes. Yeah, baby. And now I'm gonna play all those PS3 games that I've never played before, such as and I don't know. Yeah, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm gonna have to do a lot of cleanup tomorrow. There's a bunch of grime and shit here. But thank you, everybody, for being on this ride with me. Ooh, what's going on here? Success? Success. I got like... This is cool. You know, I don't really have proper streams planned out for the time being. You saw a PS3 steering wheel in a charity shop. Thought of me. I already got a steering wheel. That cost me 15 euros and has force feedback. I love a good deal. Yesterday, I went thrifting and I found a small CRT monitor. Finally, I went thrifting and found a small no, not a monitor, a TV. Everything I've always wanted. But I already had one. Turns out, this whole time... Ugh, studio mode. Content. It was right here. Oh, that's upside down. Oh, now it's disconnected. Come on, connect! Connect! Show off the little CRT. There it is. Look, it turns on. Does it turn on? It's not turning on. Yeah, it turns on. Hello, I'm trying to show you off here. It's not turning on? No, there it is. It's turning on. Anyway. That is... Hey, Leroy, right on time. I love you. It takes a sec to warm up. It's a nice little Trinitron. It's in pretty good condition. I just need to find a place to put it. I'd like to put it over there where the PS2 box is, down there. But I need to reorganize this whole thing, and that's gonna take like half a day. Well, it's Bobby's bedtime. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna end the stream. I'll be back on Thursday with something. I don't know what. I've been wanting to play this corkboard Pepe Sylvia game called A Hand with Many Fingers. But it's like Jazz, you're an OG, you recognize the music. But it's like an hour and a half long, so I might do some Minecraft after. And next week, I don't know. I've been wanting to play Quest 64, but I want to get a USB N64 controller for that. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll see. I'm working on the Desperate Housewives video, hopefully before the end of February. And hopefully the algorithm will be a little kinder to me. Until then, I believe today is the day. And I love you. And thank you for enjoying a few hours of gentle controller washing and gross out and tech problems and everything that's okay. A Bluetooth one is expensive.
Today is the day.
Jazz, I want cheap and crap, especially for Quest 64. Good night, take it easy. I'll still be here tomorrow. Just not here. Well, here, yes, but not here. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking, when you think about...
Thank you for enjoying the Bob stream. I love you all.